Hello everybody, this is Bradford Harris and I want to let you know that this is the official end of the year technology checkout for the 2017 school year. Some of this may be a little bit redundant from the last videos or presentation that you have seen, but I want to go into full detail on what is expected when you close out technology at the end of the school year. So the official checkout time, there's not been any word on an official checkout time as of yet. I will send out an email let you know when that official checkout time is and no earlier. So please make sure that you are following the directions of this presentation and of the closeout site that I've created for you within the blog. Make sure you're checking on that on a daily basis for any updates. I will tell you that I will stop technology checkout the last 30 minutes of our workday. So the last 30 minutes when it's time for us to officially leave for the summer break, the last 30 minutes checkout time will stop. So please make sure that you have everything done on time. Again, you are not allowed to move any technology without my approval or Mr. Herndon's approval, and he will let me know that these items need to be moved. Again, if you are a summer school teacher, you need to use the technology that is in the room. You are not switching out any technology from your old classroom to using your room. You have to use the technology that is placed in that room. Checkout time. Again, when checkout is complete, you are going to contact me with the number that is listed in the PowerPoint. You won't be able to see it here in this video, but the number will be given to you. You're going to be giving me your last name, your room number, and you're going to let me know that, hey, my room is ready. So make sure that you are cleaning all your devices. Do not leave any dust behind. Make sure that it is clean to the best of your ability. I will be checking on that, and I will make sure that is done. You can use Lysol wipes if you have any feather dusters, you can use that as well. If you have any personal devices, I do recommend personal electronic devices that you take those home. Do not leave your personal devices at the campus during the summer break. Please take those home. Again, make sure you are unplugging and wiping down the exterior of your computers, your CPU, your monitors. Leave no dust behind. As stated in some of the other videos, when you are unplugging your technology, please make sure that you are plugging from the end of the walls, the sockets, and etc. Leave the other parts plugged into the computer so you know exactly what needs to be plugged in. The picture that you see on the left hand side explains how that's done. I also recommend you coiling those nice and neat so when you come back you are able to plug those in quickly. As far as your mounted starboards are concerned, we're not talking about the panels, we're talking about the mounted starboards. Please make sure that before you dismantle that you are taking pictures with your camera, your iPhone, your Android phone, whatever device that you have. Make sure you're taking a picture to make sure that you know how those are connected. So that way when you come back, you know what it is supposed to look like, how everything is connected so your starboard is up and running. So I do recommend you do that before you dismantle. Also, again, you want to make sure that you have your equipment labeled with the room number. If you have a projector and a computer in a cart, you will need to leave it on the cart as I'm reading this, with each part labeled with the room number, clean, and the cords plugged into the device neatly wrapped up. So make sure the room number is labeled and your parts are labeled so you know how to connect your devices. This will help you out when you come back for the new school year. Okay. Again, this is just a reminder, if you are a veteran teacher, and you come back for the new school year, the trick is we're doing an Ask 3 Then Me. Make sure that if you are having difficulty putting together your technology, make sure that you are asking someone in your courtyard for help, and then you seek myself out. I'll be more than happy to help, but make sure that you're doing the Ask 3 Then Me rule. Again, we are saving space in our closet to put our teacher computers in the classroom. You do not have to worry about wrapping up your teacher computer. Make sure that you're saving space for that and it's locked away in your room. Your student computers, once again, will be placed on the counter. I don't think very many of you have extra computers in your room, but those will be placed on the back counter if you have them. If you have any extra computers that you place on the back counter, I recommend using an old sheet to wrap them up or using butcher paper to wrap them up. I'm not looking for anything fancy, just make sure that they are covered. Okay, this part I'm not going to go over, but you also need to make sure that you are resetting and cleaning out your filter before you leave. If you do not know how to do that, this video that you see on the right hand side will explain that for you. If you have Chromebooks, this is new this year. If you have Chromebooks, no matter if they're in a basket, no matter if they are the innovative Chromebook carts, please make sure that you are returning those to me, and I will let you know what room they need to be stored in. I do not know the room as of yet, but those all will need to be cleaned off, wiped off nice and neat. Make sure they're all logged off, shut down, and I have your keys. If you have a Chromebook cart that has keys, make sure those are returned to me, and I will also let you know where those will need to go in an updated email. Again, if you are a summer school room, you need to make sure that your desk is nice and neat and the technology is ready. You need to make sure that if you have anything that you need to back up and save, make sure those are backed up and saved in the Google Drive or in the U Drive. I totally recommend that you put your backup of your documents and pictures in the Google Drive. There are videos. There's a series of videos that are in the Tech Out Closeout website on the blog that you can look at if you are unfamiliar with how to do that. New this year, I am not asking for any passwords. I am providing a checklist for things on what I'm looking for you to close out with, but I am not asking for any passwords this year, so you don't have to worry about that. I do recommend that you have somewhere written on the side for your records what your passwords to some of your applications are, but you are not giving that to me. Some people that I know have a password manager site that they have on an app or on another program, but I am not collecting passwords this year. It is your responsibility to make sure that you are maintaining and you are remembering your passwords. What I'm also going to add is there's going to be a checklist. So when I come around, when you send me that text, I will either have a checklist or you will have the checklist, and I will sign off on, okay, everything looks good and we're good to go. Once that is done, I am going to give you a sheet of paper that has everything that's inventoried from your room. You will tape that inside of the closet somewhere, and we'll be able to match everything up when we return for the new school year. If you look at the green arrow, there will be a checklist. It will be on this PowerPoint or a Google slide that you see, and you'll also be able to download that on the Technology Closeout site. And that is a checklist for you to go through and make sure that everything looks good and you're ready to go, and I will sign you off. If it is not there, you will also most likely see it in the end of the year survival checklist guide that we get every year. This is just a reminder that we are a Level Up certified campus. What that means is all professional staff, if you are a professional staff member and you are teaching students, you will need to complete Level Up Part 1, that's Administrators Teacher Skills, by September 29th. You will not be using any district devices whatsoever if you have not completed the program. So I'm telling you this now so you can go through the summer and get this done. You will have until September 29th to complete the Level Up program, Part 1. Also, please take time to register for TCCA on October 7th. It is my goal as head chairman of the conference that we have as many people on our campus signed up and attending that conference. That's a great conference, and it just looks good for our campus that we have a lot of good ECHR representation going to Davis on that day. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me. Please also keep a lookout and check for updates on the blog and on the website because things may change. I will also send out an email for updates as well. And have a good rest of the school year. Thanks.